on the other side. But we got some NFL, some Jason Pierre Paul stuff to get into as well as on this day. We'll do that on the other side. Remember, this is Sports Kings Live, and we're being heard via Spreaker.com. That's Spreaker. Make sure you guys sign up for your free account. It's just like signing up for Twitter, Instagram, or any other thing like that. Then search Sports Kings Live, follow us, and then click the little thought bubble between 7 and 9 p.m. Monday through Friday. You guys can get in on the conversation like our guys Coop and Matt have today. Like I said, we'll be back. We're on Twitter, Instagram, and Facebook, Sports Kings, at Sports Kings Live, and we'll see you guys in a minute.
If you own a gun, you have a full-time responsibility. When you aren't using it, be sure it can't get into the hands of curious children, troubled teenagers, a thief, or anyone else who might misuse it. Your family, friends, and neighbors are all counting on you. Remember, always, lock it up. For more information on firearms storage safety, visit ncpc.org. This message brought to you by the National Crime Prevention Council, the Bureau of Justice Assistance, and the Ad Council.
All right, I'm not going to hit ODB because I don't need to turn up no more. I need to turn down a little bit. Oh, speaking of, this instrumental, Rich Homie Quan, I saw Greg Street he Instagrammed something a few minutes ago. Damn, I'm not going to be able to find it in time. But I think it's like Rich Homie Quan's the first independent artist to top the Billboard charts or something like that. I told you, man, that dude don't. That dude don't lose, dude. Like, you name me the Rich Homie record that's been like, oh, that's whack as hell. None. I'll answer for you. Don't worry about it. None. Good for that dude, man. Yeah, he give me hits of the ratchet variety too. They're all nice and ratchet too. Anyway, I'm Big Mike. He's Rob Calloway. We're the Sports Kings. This is Sports Kings Live on Spreaker and the Spreaker app for all of your mobile devices. Go ahead and download that. As well, we're on Twitter, Instagram, Facebook, and Tumblr at Sports Kings Live. All right, we started the first portion of the show, the first half hour of the show, talking about this case involving former now Florida State quarterback Deandre Johnson, in which a videotape surfaced yesterday. It was released. It didn't just surface. It was released yesterday, showing an altercation between he and another student, a young white lady student at Florida State, in which they exchanged. And this is the other thing. It's not described this way on ESPN. It's described as it's a horrific video of the black kid knocking the hell out of a little white girl. I'm ad-libbing, but basically you get the point. Like, that's what it is. She's all of a sudden now become the victim. It's just like, remember the other day we was talking about that situation with John Wall and his friends coming back from Vegas. Him and one of his partners and another passenger got into a verbal spat. And all of a sudden, the passenger began to be described as a victim. Like, wait, what? How? Who hit who and who shot who? It's just, it's those little things that they kind of just throw out there and hope nobody notices. I notice every time, and it's bull. It's total bull, because in this case, to me, she don't get to play the victim. Sorry. I've seen many people run into ass whoopings. Male, female. Yeah, I've seen people request their own ass whoopings. And she requested one. Keep your damn hands to yourself. Stop thinking having boobs and ovaries make you oblivious to things. Well, he can't do anything to me. I'm a woman. Let me just swing on him. All right. Cool. Whatever. Fine. I mean, this dude has lost his scholarship and all this kind of stuff. But one of my other rules, like, I'm on a rule roll today. Yeah, talent wins out. This kid was Mr. Football in Florida. Anybody ever heard about the recruits that come out of Florida? Yeah, he was the best one. So there's that. He's the number one dual threat quarterback in the state, the entire state. So yeah, he'll go to some junior college in Kansas or Mississippi or somewhere, or California, and then he'll resurface at Auburn in 2 years. They'll take him. Auburn loves those guys. Nick Marshall, Cam Newton, they love him. All right, Rob. You know what? Let's kind of break up this monotony a little bit. Let's break it up, and let's take a look back. Let's give the people on this day.
And now the Sports Kings take a look back day.
On this day.
All right. On this day in 1937, during the All-Star game, Earl Averill, it may be Averill, Averill, hit a line drive that broke one of Dizzy Dean's toes. What? All right, I guess. I guess they ain't had like regular cleats in 1937. They had like thin canvas like shoes or something where a dude can break your toe with a. What the hell am I looking at on television? I'm looking at little dudes. Like,
training.
Yeah, my son wants to do this, dude. Oh, that's what. Oh, they're doing.
MMA?
That's what. No, not MMA. I'm sorry. I thought it was wrestling. He ain't built for that.
No.
Yeah, he wants to do wrestling. I thought it was wrestling, and dudes were just like losing it on each other, getting mad. Anyway, back to this. On this day in 1953, the Dodgers set a major league record when they got a home run in their 24th consecutive game. That's funny because the other day we read on this day that the record somebody's record stopped at 42. So between 1953 and whatever day that was we did the other day, it jumped up like double. Thanks, steroids. No, I don't know if it was steroids, but on this day in 1964, Shea Stadium hosted its first and only All-Star game. Oh, God. Okay, today I find myself looking at the AJC. I'm going to get back to this in just a second. And apparently a couple of weeks ago, I was reading one of our former guests on the show, Michael Cunningham. He used to cover the Hawks, but now he just kind of like writes generally on sports. I think it's called Mike Check, MIKE Check. His blogs in the AJC. He wrote a blog about, what was it? It was Caucasian Pride Night at a minor league baseball game.
Oh, hell no.
I was like, why can I
Caucasian Pride Night?
It's so awesome.
What the hell is that?
What the hell you think it is? It's like, okay, if you had Black Pride Night down here at Dugan's, what would it be, dude?
You said, okay, see.
Yeah, same
See,
thing, opposite color.
No. No, see, you didn't know. See, what happened was you had just lost me for a minute. Because when you said Caucasian Pride, I'm thinking like white power.
Of course, same thing. Yeah.
I'm not thinking pride.
Yeah,
No,
they just switch it up on you. Caucasian Pride Night instead of a white power night. Same thing. There's synonyms.
No. Or was it gay white night?
It wasn't nothing, but it had nothing to do with gays. No, it was just straight white folks, dude. It was white people.
So that's what I'm
Caucasian
saying,
pride,
see?
dude.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what you N-words get. See? You can dish it out, but you can't take it. You see Rob's reaction? Hell no. But see, if they had like Black Pride Night at the club, everybody have on their Sunday best. See, same thing. What's the difference? Yeah, get y'all mind right. These white folks is coming. Oh, I got a good Confederate flag story. Maybe we'll get to it this hour. Definitely by next hour we will. All right, back to on this day. In 1985, Boris Becker became the youngest and first unseeded. The first unseeded, and the first German player to win the Wimbledon men's final. I used to watch tennis back in the day, man. My uncle was big into tennis, and my mom used to send me to New Jersey every summer to get me out of Decatur. Although she was sending me to East Orange, New Jersey, but whatever. And he used to love tennis, man. We used to watch like McEnroe and Boris Becker, and you remember Michael Chang, guys like that, Yvonne Lendl, dudes like that. And now I could care less. I guess because there are no Americans good, are they, in sports? Except for Venus and, except for Serena. There's no American men that are good in sports. Like Djokovic and those dudes, those aren't American guys, are they? Andy Roddick was the last one. He's like working for Fox Sports now, right? Yeah. So yeah, that's why I don't watch. Screw them. Screw these other countries, dudes. I'm not rooting for them. In 1990, more tennis. Martina Navratilova won a record, ninth Wimbledon women's singles title. I wonder how many Serena has. Nah, she don't have 9 Wimbledons. That's a hell of a, yeah, she don't have 9. I'm sure of that.
I think I read that she has 5 Wimbledon.
Yeah, see,
Serena,
yeah,
so
9 is hella. That's crazy. In 2003 on this day, in Florida, Darrell Armstrong of the Orlando Magic, remember Darrell, former point guard, was arrested after being accused of fighting with a female police officer outside a nightclub. That's never a good look. Why is that on here, by the way? Maybe because I didn't proofread it. Anyway, Armstrong was booked into Orange County Jail on charges of battery on a law enforcement officer and resisting arrest without violence. Finally, on this day in 2005, the International Olympic Committee decided to drop baseball and softball from the Summer Games program for 2012. I had a funny story about this. Part of why they dropped softball, allegedly, is because the American women were so dominant. Like, they couldn't be beaten. They beat everyone. And so on the last game ever of softball in the Olympics, of course they lost. The very last game that was going to ever be, very last softball game ever in the Olympics. They hadn't been, no other team had been close to them. And you're asking me, like, why the hell does Mike know this? Only because it was on Real Sports.
Because obviously you were watching it.
It was on Real Sports. And, yeah, Brian going with them, they do those stories that, don't really get talked about. But I thought it was hilarious. Yeah, that's what y'all ass get. Yeah. Them damn, I don't know what country it was, but they was playing possum all this time just to kick y'all ass at the end. Nah, that's probably not what happened, but whatever.
Definitely not.
Yeah. Okay, let's go ahead and talk about Jason Pierre Paul right quick, because I want to talk about this Russell Wilson weirdness that's going on. He's a straight weirdo, dude. Good thing he's good at quarterback, because, yeah, we'd have problems. Look at Coop chiming in. 5 Wimbledon titles. Thanks, big dog. We've got something like, I think I saw somewhere today, we have 60 days till college football season, so it must be like 67 till the NFL season starts, first game kickoff. But Jason Pierre Paul, he's still in the hospital, dude, from the 4. Yeah, it's this day number 3 now. So these little...
Good for him.
What you mean? That's not good for him. Yeah, this dude's about to flush $60 million down the toilet. Or, sorry, it's NFL money. A $60 million contract down the toilet is what 20. I mean. Yeah. And he hasn't signed his... he hasn't signed that franchise tender either. So basically, what you're looking at is a dude with a damn, oh God, creepy Mark Cooper's come out to play.
I think that franchise was like what, 14 million?
Yeah, dude.
Like that,
so you're talking about a dude, an unemployed dude with a van full of explosives, basically fireworks, and apparently the popos came a knocking. The Giants sent some of their brass down there to check on him and see what's what. Because obviously if they release him, or if they rescind the franchise tender, which they do have the option of doing, he immediately becomes a free agent, and any other team can sign him at that point. So they sent their people down there to check him out to see if this dude won't ever play again. Can we just go ahead and snatch this old franchise tag back from him? I haven't seen what the outcome was of that meeting, but I do know here it is, the police, the Coral Springs Police Department, they actually launched an investigation into the fireworks accident because in that part, I don't know if that part of Florida or in Florida in general, fireworks are illegal still.
I think it's just that part, because you can buy fireworks in Florida in certain parts. Okay.
They initially, he was facing charges that include criminal possession of fireworks, which means, I think, some jail time. But they ended up finding that it was not in their jurisdiction, so they couldn't pursue with the investigation. But in true police fashion, and this is all stuff that... Oh, okay. No. What it is, Rob, I'm sorry, because I did read this earlier. Most fireworks are illegal in the state of Florida. So certain ones are illegal. It says, quote, anything that becomes airborne or explodes, no M80s, none of those, the things that Rob talked about killing that dude yesterday, the things that shoot up, can't have none of those. So I guess you could just have those poppers, I guess, the things that lay on the ground, like, pat, which... Who has fun with those?
Wow.
What kid has fun with those?
I mean, you can't even have bottle rockets.
No, you can't have those because they fly. So anything that becomes airborne or explodes is illegal.
Yeah, you have to get those little, just those little trinket things. Like they have these turtles. Like you light the turtle up, and then it has like these little wheels on it,